Hi everyone, just thought I'd drop in to say goodnight and thank you for joining me earlier if you were there. Hey South Coast, how you doing buddy? Hey Paul, how you doing mate? Jason, ahoy to you mate. That I think that was Elon Musk's SkyTrain that was going across the sky. It was unreal, wasn't it? We thought we were hallucinating. Unbelievable. I've never seen that before. Never seen anything like that before. Unfortunately, I tried to get it on the camera, but you couldn't see it. Yeah, I am shattered, mate. I am shattered. It's been a long day. Been a long day. I know this is the first real food I've eaten all day, so because I'm on a stupid crash diet. But I've just got to eat something because I'm starving. What is it? What was it that we saw? Was it Elon Musk SkyTrain or whatever it's called? That was Skylink. What is it? Excuse me. I'm eating my tea, breakfast, lunch. Yeah, well, I'm just waiting for the clock motor to turn up. £99 a month. Yeah, I got it. I did like them. They were amazing. Really good. I've got a present for Alec. Just waiting for the second half of the present. As soon as I've got that, it will be coming out. Let me show you the first half of the present for Alec. that's the first part of the present for your grandson. The second part is just waiting for it to turn up. But once I've got him, he'll come. Yeah, I'm glad. I hope he will be. It's pretty cool. But I mean, what he did is pretty cool. So. Let me just show the people what you've made, what your grandson and yourself made for me. This is what Anything Outdoors produced for me, completely out of the blue, with the help of his grandson Alec. And this one. Yeah, I know, but mate, you got to accept that this is special. This is special stuff, mate. I'm so made up with it. You can't believe. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a clock into this and mount it on my boat. So I don't know whether I could put the clock through the eye of the hook, so it'll be slightly offset, or put the clock there. I'm not sure. Think about it. Yeah, so I'm going to put a clock so it comes through there. Yeah, unbelievable, Jackson. I'm just so made up, you know. Fantastic. And as I say, I've always wanted a clock on the boat, so this is going to be my clock. Yeah. Val, how you doing, babe? Oh. Excuse me, Valerie, while I'm eating, but all I've eaten today is a bowl of cereal and 2 boiled eggs, so I'm quite hungry, really. Oh, and I had a quarter of an ice lolly because my grandson didn't want it. And there wasn't a dustbin anywhere near, so I had to eat it. Well, we had quite a good session on the beach tonight. Have at it. Yeah, I'm having at it. All right, mate. Yeah, stay in touch, Jace. Hello, Ian. All right, mate. I had one little conger, one little dogfish, quite a few whiting, and my mate, he had a nice bass, and a few whiting. So it wasn't an exceptional night, but it was steady and it was all right. It wasn't a blank. And I've been doing a challenge between fixed ball reel on a continental rod with braid fishing line versus a more standard rod with a multiplier and monofill. And up until now, the braid was winning, but tonight the monofill definitely overtook. Caught most of the fish on monofill, so I don't know if what that proves, but it's just an interesting way. Cocoa time now, yeah, mate. No, it's red wine time. It was red wine time and a steak sandwich with some crisps. In fact, it might actually evolve into whiskey time. I might fancy a little whiskey, actually. But I had to eat because I was starving. I've been on one of those silly crash diets and my willpower. In fact, I'm quite proud of myself because I was so tempted to get a Kentucky Fried Chicken on the way to going fishing, and I resisted it. And then as we turned up, there was a carload of a family all troughing down on Kentucky Fried Chicken, and I thought, oh God, but I still resisted. Ribena, yeah, it is. Yeah, and Andy, I'm sure John would really appreciate that. So I won't tell him to expect it. So it'll come as a surprise, like your things came as a surprise for me. Thanks, Val, for jumping in with that. Kind of feel like I've lost my way on my YouTube channel just recently. I'm not trying to do things that are different, and I haven't done much different things and stuff recently, but I'm working on it. And I've got little projects that I want to work on. I've been talking to a local boat shop about doing an article about buying your first fishing boat. I've been talking to a local tackle shop about doing a follow-up to buying your first continental rod. I have lost this morning it was £9 I've lost. I'm hoping that I've lost £1 or something today, because I have really gone hard on it today. Was that for John Locker's channel? Yeah. I don't know why this camera keeps focusing on my wine glass. Why is it doing that? Weird. Let's move this over here. Yeah, so I'm sure John will be really made up with that. He's a nice bloke, John Locker. Spent some good times with him in the summer, and hopefully going to spend some more time with him next year or this year. And his YouTube channel is kind of sets the bar very high, doesn't it? Diet Coke. I mean, Coke is addictive without a doubt, and I don't drink it anymore. There's an awful lot of caffeine in it. I'm hearing lots of people saying that diet drinks actually make you fatter. I can't work out that is, because there's very little calories in it. But I suppose aspartame and what have you like that is not good for you. Anything that isn't what it says it is, you know, telling your body it's sweet and it's not, it can't be good for you. I mean, my other hobby, as you probably know, is skydiving, and you've only got to put on a few pounds and you don't half notice it. You drop out of the sky like an anvil. But I was actually quite pleased, because I went jumping the other day and actually wasn't sinking out, which is good. My biggest problem is this stuff. This stuff, you just so many calories in wine. Try not to drink during the week. Some good foraging around here. If you were to come down here, I could show you some good foraging. 18 cans of anything is not a good idea. Yeah, no. From where you live down to here is probably a couple of hours drive. Come down here, I'll show you some good foraging. I need someone to come with me, to be quite honest, because it's a little bit dangerous. I mean, foraging is quite dangerous. Yeah, Val, thanks for that. And if you haven't joined my Facebook channel, Facebook group, join the Sea Fishing with CJ Facebook group. It's growing. I've only got about 300 and something subscribers or members on it, but I'm trying to make it bigger. So come and join that if you can. I've got to approve you. There's some questions you have to answer, but just look for it on Facebook. Sea Fishing with CJ on Facebook. Oi, oi. Northern Ireland Donegal Fishing Tales. How you doing? From the north of Northern Ireland, but in the south, Donegal. That is a caffeine addiction you've got there, mate. I've had to really cut back on my caffeine. I have to really cut back on my caffeine. It causes me to have bloody heart palpitations. And if I drink too much proper coffee, I think it could kill me, actually. I have to have a cup of tea. You might have noticed. But if I drink strong coffee, my heart does some strange stuff. It's quite scary. Yeah, Donegal. There's got to be some good fishing up in Donegal, and rock marks and beach marks. Essex, yeah, mate. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. A good session on the beach tonight. Yeah, well, I mean, I can only base my knowledge on my own experience, and I don't think we should be drinking as much caffeine as we do. I've got my girlfriend, my partner's. I'm sure she's got a cousin who is a surfing instructor up in Donegal. Yeah, I'd love to come and visit Donegal. In fact, that whole north and west coast of Ireland, definitely up for that. We kind of got a 5-year plan, myself and my partner. Her family are all from Leitrim, and we've got a plan maybe to go and live there, and take my boat over there and keep it in somewhere on that western coast. Got to do some research, but we definitely want to go there. Hopefully going to go there later this year to have a look. So maybe come up and pay you a visit. Excuse me for a second, guys and gals. I'm just going to go and get myself a wee dram. Right, excuse me for that, but Slange. Yeah, okay, well, mate. Right, who I'm taking Alan is Northern Ireland Donegal Fishing Tales. Yeah. Yeah, for those of that were watching the live on the beach, I don't know if you picked up on what we were saying, but there was suddenly a line of lights across the sky, unbelievable, and I believe it's Elon Musk's SkyTrain or something. Um, I've never seen that before. It was quite surreal. I thought we were being invaded by aliens. Well, I can't. I can believe that you would be half asleep. You seem to be on the internet all the time. Yeah, Musk invasion. Yeah, it was. As I say, it was unbelievable because it was in a absolute straight line, um, right across the sky. I mean, my mate was saying I can see lights in the sky and they're moving, and I thought, really? I thought he was hallucinating. Then I thought, no, I can see him as well. Really surreal. Really surreal. Um, I mean, you'd need planning permission to do that on the land, and yet you can put those things up in the sky. Yeah, surreal. Yeah, it was the first ones I ever saw. Yeah, I pointed the camera towards it, but it's not gonna pick it up. It was a very faint dotted line, and by the time I got my other camera up and running, it had gone. Yeah, it was like a train or well, line of lights in the sky, like tracer bullets. It actually looked like a bloody stream of tracer. For a moment, I thought it was tracers. Um, yeah, guys, thanks very much for that. Um, okay, mate. I've got a couple of videos to edit. I must admit, I must get on with it really. Um, Don't you just love children? They're so gullible. I've got my grandson convinced that if he says close the boot closes, because I've got one of those remote controls that opens and closes the boot. I mean, I also quite like when it's a really clear night and you can see the satellites going across. That's pretty cool. And then the odd shooting star as well. Been cool. It would have been. Well, I don't know actually how a time lapse would work with it. It probably wouldn't have worked very well. You probably don't get it over the top of the United States because they'd probably shoot it down. Sandy Mouth. Wow. So what sort of displays? What are you doing, like laser displays or? The only problem with foraging, and the only thing that's kind of putting me off doing it and making a film of it, is that John Locker has set the bar so high that I just don't feel up to going out and doing it, because he's got all the names of the stuff off, and all the seaweeds and types of crabs and stuff like that. Yeah. Incidentally, I'm wearing the new merch, so I will be putting a link out and some pictures of the new merch. And if you want some, let me know. And I'm working out the prices. I'm thinking that these tops will be about £30 by the time I've paid the postage, etc. That doesn't give me lots of money, it just covers my costs really. I'm not sure if they're all going to be camouflage or grey. Yeah, I'll speak to you about that, Val, offline. Yeah, I'm getting a bit tired of the Realtree camo. Although I'm loving the caps. This is the Realtree camo cap. But I came across these hoodies and I really like them. So yeah, I think it's pretty cool, that dark camo. Okay, well, let me get the prices out and the what have you, and then and the selection, because they're not all going to be the same, and then let me know what you want, and we'll work out how the best way of paying it. I don't think it was a meteor shower because it was in a dead straight line. We had quite a good night with a variety of species, nothing big, no big fish at all. But I was only fishing with really small scratching rig, most of it. I had whiting, dogfish, conger eel, and my mate had quite a reasonable bass. Yeah, my daughter designed the C and the J and the writing around, and I added the bird behind it because that is my kind of company logo, which is a J. Yeah. Satan lights. Yeah, that's probably more like Satan lights. And Jason, the Eastbourne Fisherman, put me on to the guy who does the embroidery and printing and what have you, and it's really good quality stuff. It's Bay Designs in Pevensey, really good. So I would recommend them to anybody. Yeah, good night, South Coast. Hey, Christoph. Dzień dobry. Oh yeah, no, better than a blank. Really, I mean, to be quite honest, what you've done is amazing. What you've done, Andy, is amazing. It's so good, and I just think, oops, I just think that would be so good as a clock. So, I mean, the clock I think will be offset very slightly because I'll drill the point for the spindle of the clock, so it's in the middle of the hook there. Well, good night, mate. Thank you for everything you do. Yeah, the only disappointment tonight was I was hoping for a smooth hound, but wasn't to be. The guy who was on the bay next to us, he had a couple of small ones. William, Slange. Yeah, I just had a very late second dinner. In fact, it was a very late first dinner. You missed me eating my sandwich and my crisps. How did you get on the beach, Christoph? Oh, Billy Bob. Billy Bob's in the doghouse at the moment. Actually, he was a bit naughty today. I took my grandson to the park, and Billy Bob got a little bit excited, and nipped my grandson a couple of times. So he's in trouble at the moment. Yeah, I mean, well, it wasn't a busy night. It wasn't a busy night. I had a little flurry of busyness. Um, he had a soul. I haven't had a soul. I haven't got a soul for years, and I have to say I am fishing for them. I don't know what I'm doing. My fishing is at the moment. I'm not getting a great deal. Christoph, you'll have to show me where you're fishing at Brighton, because I must admit you seem to be doing quite well at the moment, better than I've been. I might come down and pay you a visit. Well, it was good to get fishing tonight, because I think tomorrow there ain't going to be much fishing going on, because it's the weather forecast for tomorrow is pretty horrendous. Um, I'm hearing that they're talking about it getting warm on Sunday, but again, I think it's going to be very windy. So it means no fishing, no skydiving, gardening. I suppose I'm going to be gardening. Oh, I know where Concord 2 is. Yeah, I know where that is. Now I've been chatting to people today, and they reckon that just to the west of Palace Pier is the place to go. But that's east of Palace Pier you're talking about. what port was he out of? I don't know the name of it. Might tell it. That doesn't name doesn't ring a bell, but no, I'd love to. I'd love to. I really would like to trail my boat. Yeah. Trail my boat and go and fish some of these places. I've fished out of Weymouth on a charter boat on the Shambles Bank for turbot, which was pretty cool. I think all I caught was pollock, but they were catching some nice turbot off there. I'd love to go down to Cornwall and go and fish off Cornwall, on the north coast of Cornwall. Or the south coast. I mean, you watch John Locker's movies and Out of the Foul Estuary. Amazing. I mean, I go out with a guy called Austin Goldsmith out of there whenever I'm down in Cornwall, go bass fishing. But it's all on the lure, and I just love it. And you know, you just see so much dolphins and bluefin tuna and all the seabirds that you want to see. Actually, my Polish friend promised me that she was going to get me some Polish sausages, and she keeps forgetting. I must chase her up on that. Polish sausage and pineapple juice. Fishing with a locker for tuna. Yeah, you're not meant to go fishing for tuna, and he was a bit naughty doing that. To be truthful, I mean, he claimed he was fishing for porbeagle, but everyone knows that's not true. Yeah, they are big. They are big. I don't know if you saw the videos I put out, are the ones that I saw very close to the boat last autumn. But yeah. No, I know John quite well. We're quite good mates, so yeah, I do chat to him. I went diving with him in the summer, and we went wrasse fishing as well together. If you watch back through my videos, you'll find the videos on there with me and John. Yeah, he's a good bloke, John. They are quite good mates. Yeah, I caught yellowfin tuna, and they're pretty awesome as well. But the bluefin's just so much bigger. Well, I ain't got room on my boat for 10, that's for sure. Sorry. Yeah, I've heard that there's some killer whales been seen off the Cornish coast. Um, that would be pretty awesome, wouldn't it? I've seen dolphins, I've seen pilot whales up here, but obviously never seen orcas. Um, Mind you, I've also met somebody that claims avidly that he's seen a tiger shark off Cornwall. Said that he lived in South Africa and he knew the shape of a tiger shark and he saw one underneath his boat. So oh yeah, excuse me, anything's possible, and everything is changing at the moment. I've never seen the changes that we've had in the last 10 years. Hmm. Well, it wasn't. It was that, and then he caught a bloody another one. So he spent 45 minutes landing the first one, and then he cooked into another one. In the autumn, you go down to Cornwall, and they're everywhere. Every direction you look, you can see the bloody things jumping out of the water. Lloydie, good night, mate. Nice meeting you. Thanks very much for the sub. Um, and Billy Bob is a Jack Russell Terrier, and they never learn. The only thing he's learned is that round my chicken pens there was an electric fence and he gets his zaps on it and he doesn't go anywhere near it now. And join my Facebook group as well. Yeah, Andy McNabb, I aspire to do things as good as John Locker. His videos are very good, very, very good. Don't be fooled by all the guitars in the background. I don't play them. I mess around with them. But they're just a hobby. They're not a pastime. Foul God. Yeah, I think we all should be worshipping at the feet of Valerie. We're not worthy. We're not worthy. Yeah, I know Graham as well. He has been out on my boat. Yeah, he's definitely a character. Definitely a character. I think if you were going to look up the word character in the Oxford Pictorial Dictionary, you'd find a picture of Graham Pullen. I was going to say glatter. What does that mean? No, Val, you are awesome. You are awesome. I don't know how I know that, but I do. Spell check is my nemesis, but what is a glatter? Yeah, I've got some wire traces, that's for sure. Yeah. This is my tool. This is my tool. Ooh, don't be attitude. Yeah. It's just one of the many things that I wish I was halfway good at. But you got to keep practicing, and I just don't have the time. And at this time of night, I get into trouble because it wakes my girlfriend up. Just about any John Denver song. Yeah, the peeler crabs is a bit early for peeler crabs, I think, especially as it's been cold. Where are you going to go for that? Up under the cliffs at Peacehaven? I thought Lloydie had gone to bed. The bagpipes. I love the bagpipes. And the Marina Cliffs on the west side of the water. Okay. Did you see my video where I met a bloke who was playing the bagpipes when I was foraging for razor clams? Just met this random guy playing the bagpipes. Just fantastic. I mean, I love anybody that can play a musical instrument, to be quite honest, because it's one of those things I wish I could do. It'd be interesting to know how many peelers you find. I don't think you're going to find many because I don't think they're ready yet, but they're getting them down the West Country for sure. Now we're talking sweaty socks, aren't we? I get enough grief trying to play the banjo. Can you imagine if I started winding up a set of bagpipes in here? Deary me. Oh. Oh. The Dagenham Girl Pipers. I've forgotten about the Dagenham Girl Pipers. With a name like McNab, you've got to be, ain't you? The Dagenham Girl Pipers. Jesus, there's a thing from the past. RP, a jock is a sweaty sock. And if the wee cranky gets away, I don't know how things are going with the election. It's going to be a foreign country soon. Well, everybody, matey peeps, oh, that's amazing. Where are you from, RP? Yeah, I know. In the States, you speak a different language. Yeah, no, hardbacks I think work for smooth hounds better than bloody peelers. I was using peelers that are almost hard last year. That's what I had all my smooth hounds on. And off my boat, I was using hardbacks to get smooth hounds. I know where I can catch shed loads of hardback crabs. Absolutely, I can catch a stone of them in an afternoon. Yeah, two countries separated by one language. You're absolutely right. I used to smoke a fag and use a rubber to rub out things that I'd written incorrectly. I have used Perks over Ricks. I have used Perks, but I'm not a great fan of perking. It's a lot of hard work. So, RP, if you're English or an Anglo-Gentile, does that mean that you're from East Anglia? Well, then don't talk in riddles. Okay. Wow. I think. Okay, guys and girls, I don't know if you can hear me. It seems to have gone and frozen up at this end, but that's a good opportunity to say good night to you all and see you on the next one. Thank you very much for your support, and it's greatly appreciated. Val, thanks very much for your work as a moderator. I'm going to bed now, I'm knackered.